Welcome to Real Money Talks. Real strategies from the moneymakers and the world changers that you can use to make millions, keep those millions, multiply your wealth, and build your team. Here's your host, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View, Loral Langemeier.
Hi, this is Laurel. You're on Laurel's Real Money Talks, where we talk about making money, keeping money, and investing money. You got to do it with the team or you're working too damn hard. So today I have Wendy Stevens with me. She's been a long-time client, big table, on her own, self-made millionaire, like just rocks it, and now teaches high-end sales. She's back helping us do high-end sales because that's what we do. And we're going to have 2 conversations. The first one, and today we're going to talk about LinkedIn. So she actually knows how to fish for big whales at LinkedIn. So Wendy, welcome.
Laurel, thanks for having me jump out.
And so tell us a little bit about your background, and then more importantly, how did you become such a queen of LinkedIn? That's my new topic. It's like queen of LinkedIn.
Queen of LinkedIn. Well, it's good old necessity is the mother of invention, Laura. I bumped into 2 of the top internet marketers in the country back in 2000. I was one of the first 200 Google AdWords certified specialists. And then the great Google whack happened to anyone that was marketing online. And in the end, having to reinvent things with landing pages down, sales funnels idle, I jumped into LinkedIn and really started to master the art of LinkedIn marketing back in 2007. I think there were maybe 5 experts in 2007. Now today, I think maybe.
Yeah, but you got to also talk about the transition. So LinkedIn was LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn's been purchased. So speak of all that.
Yep. So of course, Microsoft pays $26 billion to acquire LinkedIn. $26 billion because they just acquired a little asset. But then my dumb blind luck is my very dearest friend in the world is the executive coach for Ralph Hofter, who's the CEO of the Asia Pacific Rim for Microsoft. So I had the opportunity to actually work with 16 gentlemen that are part of rewriting the algorithm for LinkedIn. That is called dumb blind luck.
No, that is freaking awesome.
Yes, I'd rather be lucky than good.
So say that one more time. She's worked with the folks at Microsoft to rewrite the code because LinkedIn. So talk about how much LinkedIn's changed before you keep going.
Well, that was to work with them. No. I didn't work with them to rewrite code. I worked around those guys who were rewriting the code. I don't want to overstretch, what I've done here. Anyway, it was having learned the art of connecting, communicating, cultivating, converting that I learned what was really happening with the new direction that LinkedIn had. And of course, today there are 50,000 experts and everyone's looking to be able to run into the California gold rush that is LinkedIn now.
So what are the biggest changes that happened that people don't know about and they're still in the old model?
Perfect.
Oh, it's just the same.
Perfect. It's so funny because most people are waking up to the power of LinkedIn today. But the truth is, none of us realize we're being evaluated for our influence score every single day. Every single day, someone doesn't discover your profile because it's not keyword loaded. Is every single day that someone else is being ranked as an influencer in your space. Every time a connection request sits in your message box and is not responded to, it's actually affecting your quality index score. So it's important to be very strategic about who you know, who you're connected to, who you serve, and how you show up every single day, which is what you teach, Laurel. So there you go.
Brilliant. So let's talk about the old LinkedIn. I still got to go back to the old LinkedIn. So how was it in the old days, and how is it now in the new days? Because it's a very different game, which is why you're back on the team. I've just brought Wendy back saying, help! We have no idea what we're freaking doing out here. We have a gold mine out there, and I don't know how to mine it. So that's what Wendy's here to talk about is how do you mine your LinkedIn account? Because she's going to mine mine.
Well, the old way of doing business on LinkedIn used to look like those really lame networking events that you would walk into and there are 2 people there and they're standing up against the wall. Exactly.
Yeah. The old dating model.
The old dating model.
What a date.
But this exactly is the art of business dating. It's exactly what it is. So you don't sleep with a prospect on a first date, right? You make sure you're showing up to be valuable to them first, which is what you do at Big Table, Laurel. It's what you did in my life, which is why I'm back again. And today's model is this. Dr. Ivan Meisner, the founder of BNI, comes through my LinkedIn funnel and requests to meet with me. That's the difference. It's not about me being all that. It's about understanding that the strategy and tactic of positioning yourself properly, providing value to your network, showing up to give first. How can I make connection? How can I bring something valuable to your world? Just like all good consultative networking or sales, you show up and be valuable first. So in the end, it's all about the ability to position yourself well first to your network. That's really it.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Your profile.
Yep.
So what are the keys to a good profile? We're just going to kind of walk linearly through a profile of LinkedIn. And so grow up. People take notes. If you don't have pen and paper, go get one. You can always continue to share this podcast with other people. But Wendy's going to give you the keys of the kingdom right now.
And by the way, I've done 7 figures with this and help clients do the same thing.
She's doing that with me right now.
Here we go.
Per month.
7, 7, 7, and 7. You have 7 months. 7 sections in your LinkedIn profile that you. Good. I know. I did just make live here on the spot. I threw it down. 7 sections.
For 7 figures.
For 7 figures. That's exactly what it is. Your headline. Right by your name. Most people are not keyword loading their name, and you have the opportunity to do that. So in your first and last name section, you take your last name, put it in your first name, put your keyword in the last name section. Use it while it's there. The algorithm is changing all the time. Your headline. I've had people, a gal, by the way, Laurel, it was a COO of a company down under, helped take the company public, got a piece of the pie, and she wasn't getting any traction when she went on to her next venture because she was saying, I help companies grow. Well, there's no keyword value, and I help companies grow. There's a lot of value in saying who you are, what you do, how you help your clients. But make sure you find your keywords. Use word cloud. Use keyword rockstar. So go to word cloud, figure out your keywords. Where do you want to show up? I had 3,883 search appearances in LinkedIn in the last 2.5 weeks alone. So that's not showing off. That's about being smart. Why work so hard? Find your keywords, find where people are looking, and then get in front of them, which is exactly what I do. So find your keywords, keyword rockstar, word cloud, you name it. So I've got my headline. Now my tagline, that's where I really want to say, I help people. If it's helping mitigate taxes, if it's grow wealth, whatever it might be, say clearly in your headline tagline exactly what you do and how you help your clients. So someone can look at it and go, aha, that's what's in it for me. I want to see more about this person. So that's headline, tagline. Now we want to go into your summary. Too many people pay too much attention to their summary and skip the headline and tagline where you can keyword load.
So you can only tag and keyword load on the headline and tagline.
You've got to
not in the summary.
You can, you want to in the summary, but many people skip past the two and go right to summary. Don't just go to your name and your summary. Make sure you take all the bullets from the gun. That's why
Did you just fix all that for me?
I did.
Okay, good.
You're
all going to LinkedIn, checking me out because Wendy's doing it all.
That's it.
Okay, ready, go. Summary.
In your summary, only the first 2 lines show up. So make sure, in other words, when the summary is collapsed, 67% of search results are happening on your mobile LinkedIn app. Therefore, don't put all your videos just in your summary section because it's like having your skirt pulled up by your chin like this. No one's going to see your video. So make sure your first video, it shows up in your experience section. So to finish the summary, only the first 2 lines are displayed. So make sure your keywords, whether it's tax mitigation, growing wealth, generational wealth, make sure you're putting that so it shows up at the beginning of your summary. Then go ahead into your lovely prose. As long as you're speaking in the first person to your ideal avatar and client, know who they are, know your audience, just like anything else. Those are the people that are discovering you when you position your keywords and who you're targeting properly. Make sure your voice, what you do, how you help them is showing up to those ideal people. They're finding you. Now we know a picture paints 1,000 words, but a video paints 1.8 million, according to Forrester research. Therefore, shoot your own video. You know, if you're looking to reduce taxes, grow wealth, and you're tired of Uncle Sam taking the biggest piece of the pie, and you're working 8 years before you put anything away from your family, maybe it's time to do something about it. Hi, I'm Loral&nbsp, and today, so you literally speak the pain of your ideal client, what they don't want. People respond more to a hook like that right up front. Whenever you can take those pains and put them in the form of a question, you're going to stop someone in their tracks. Now you want to make sure you include some social proof. The last client I helped, or a student made $9,000.
All those influencer things.
Exactly. Okay. So make sure that you're including that. And then now we're going from the summary. And at the end of the summary, have a simple call to action that's very soft. Like something like, if I can help you discover a strategy that would work well for you for generational wealth, feel free to reach out and connect with me. Very soft, whether we work together or not. love to be able to help you in whatever way. That's the end of the summary. Simple, soft call to action. Now go into your first experience section. You must experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Some experience, no experience. You get, name it, claim it. Look, put your best foot forward. You have one chance for a 5-star first impression. So in your experience section, upload a video, who you are, what you do, how you help your clients. Then the second video you upload should be a video testimonial from someone you've actually helped create results for. Now, if you're listening to this episode and you go, listen, you Yahoo, I don't even have someone I've created results for. Fine. Go volunteer. Go help someone for free. Help them for $1 in exchange for a testimonial. It better be real. If you fake it, you're done. Find someone real, provide some real value, and let them know, hey, after I seriously blow you away and exceed value here, would you be willing to shoot a video testimonial for me? Do it for that. It is worth guerrilla marketing for free in order to get that social proof. Now you go down the page. Every section where you have a specific Jedi Knight skill set, get a video.
That's called Ninja.
Ninja. There we go. We both have Gorilla and Ninja in the background.
Ninja.
There we go. So make sure you're taking those same keywords, keeping it in the title of every experience section, the title of every video. Watch what I'm saying. You must upload these videos and your social proof videos to YouTube. We want the traffic from the second largest search in the world backlinked to LinkedIn. That's how you catapult to page 1 of Google with your video results. So wouldn't you want to be found, as I am, marketing consultant on page 1 of Google? People find my LinkedIn profile, come there, and now they're in basically my own funnel.
Your little web.
They're in my little B2B web, and they're stuck. So make sure you've got 7 sections: headline, tagline, summary, experience section. Now we're going to go down to the next 2 biggest things, which are going to be, make sure you add all 50 skills. Some of you Yahoos, I'm not talking about anyone in this room, but Yahoos aren't even using all 50 skills. When you hit all 50 skills, once again, LinkedIn is now promoting traffic to you. So they're scanning your profile. Literally, they're scanning it on a multiple hourly basis and re-ranking you based on your influence score.
You're kidding.
Oh, yeah. People don't even know what's going on. But we do know it's changing, growing, and evolving all the time. So make sure you've got headline, tagline, summary. Make sure you've got the headline, description, and tags in videos that line up like a sniper gun, Laurel. So if you and I are going to hit a target over there, we're not pulling out a shotgun spraying all over the place. Don't try keyword stuffing. You'll be penalized. Keyword load. Find your primary and secondary keyword and knock that primary and secondary off the target. Don't try to be everything. So pick your primary, secondary, go into 7 sections in LinkedIn. Make sure you choose all 50 skills that you're allowed to choose. Pick the 50 that are most relevant for you. Reorder them so the top 3 you're really world-class and known for.
Did you do those for me already?
I did already.
God,
you think I'd walk in this room without doing it? Are you kidding me?
Oh, good.
Next.
Anyway, we are live doing this podcast. It's so good because she's brilliant.
Because I am not going to get called out live, not having taken action,
So you don't get her until we produce 1 million a month.
That's it.
Then you
That's it. See, I'm walking in.
What's our goal?
And she knows
for her to make the money that she can make from.
See, now she knows I'm a performer, so she calls me out live like I'm going to rise to it. She already knows. She understands psychology performers. So if you're one of those performers, make sure the endorsements, if you are claiming to be the very best, divorce attorney in Milwaukee, then you better have endorsements for that actual talent skill set. So if you haven't promoted to friends and family and people you work with, get a little campaign out there and say, hey, I talked to this guerrilla marketer. I realized I was going to be left behind and off the chalkboard with where Microsoft is taking LinkedIn. 500 million people, Laurel, are in LinkedIn, 536 million. And it's exploding daily, actually. So don't get left behind. Make sure you get endorsed for your top 3 skill sets. I'm getting made fun of my glasses in the background here. And then finally, your recommendations. You cannot be a superstar and have goose egg recommendations. It's like one of these things is not like the other. In fact, you will completely You will not even
making fun because we just went after, because we have a million recommendations. We just don't have them there. We have them on BBP.
Oh my God.
Everywhere else in the world. They just haven't gone over there. But they're walking right now. They're walking
you can
over
get slack.
LinkedIn.
You can get slack and happy when everything's been going great. But here's the deal. If you're not displaying your recommendations, you wouldn't even qualify for ProFinder. ProFinder is when they choose a wealth strategist, a divorce attorney, and they literally are going to promote them throughout LinkedIn. So you've got one opportunity: headline, tagline, summary, your description, your tags. Make sure you're including that on all your video. Get your social proof up there, your endorsements, your skill sets, and your recommendations. Do not ignore written recommendations along with video recommendations. So when LinkedIn sees a high influencer, like a Dr. Ivan Meisner for me, or a Daniel Amen that says a recommendation for me in writing, make sure you include those people in some video. Let's say you don't get to get on camera with them. Ask permission, get some of their fabulous shots online, do a little voiceover. When I was with Loral and blah, blah, blah. Get permission from them and email that would be okay. Yeah, to cut and paste, do a little voiceover, upload it next to their written recommendation. Huge punch, huge power. You're doubling your pleasure. You're doubling your traffic by drawing from LinkedIn, from that ACE expert search results to your own LinkedIn profile. There's a great little ninja trick too.
Awesome ninja trick.
I know. What can I say?
So I say, what questions do you have? Here's the deal. When this woman gets us back to 6-7 figures, that's this one technique. 7, right? We're going $1 million a month.
One fishing pond. Not one technique. One fishing pond.
A month. Then y'all can have her. So in the meantime, just, hang out, re-listen, God bless you. And if you would like to hear from her once we're at $1 million a month, which is going to be in a month?
Probably 30 days.
Yeah, I think so too. Then what we will do is you can have access to Wendy. In the meantime, don't get you. So in the meantime, just go to askloral.com, which is where we invite all our podcast listeners, and say, loved the episode, put me on the list, and when we hit $1 million a month, you will be first on command. And Wendy, what else would you like to say before we end this podcast?
One more last thing. Before you think this is like pie in the sky, notice in LinkedIn, there's a little guy named Jack Welch, who used to be the CEO of General Electric.
I know.
Okay? A friend of mine who jumped in the pond with Evan Pagan on a funnel is now the marketing director over at Jack Welch's camp. Jack has 100% leverage, automated, and he got the accreditation for the first MBA program online. You get none of Jack Live. You go through a LinkedIn funnel, pay-per-click ads, paid ads on LinkedIn. They're dropping $100,000 a month, but they're doing multiple 7 figures a month on a leverage program that's video. The reason I'm saying this is if you execute the 7 sections and keyword load, that means at least 5 times. Weave in your keywords and your pros and your description, your tags. If you'll do that, you can literally have your own 6-figure funnel. If you have something that actually provides a solution to a problem or service in business, so it's B2B, if you pay attention and rewind and listen to this, you're going to find out there's no puffery. It's traffic and conversion. So if you show up and can provide value on a consultative basis, which we'll talk about in high ticket sales,
we're going to.
There you go. Then you're looking at
goals. 7.
You're looking at $1 million a month. You're looking at 7 figures. I'm just saying.
This is our $1 million a month. Boom. All right. So here you go. It's Loral's Real Money Talks, and we're talking about money. And this is LinkedIn at its finest. And you don't get Wendy until we are doing $1 million a month, which is coming soon. Talk to you soon on the next channel. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to the Real Money Talks podcast. Your host has been Loral Langmeyer, author of 5 New York Times bestsellers, money expert on Dr. Phil, CNN, CNBC, The Street TV, Fox News, and The View. Want to learn more about off-Wall Street investing, tax strategies, and multi-million-dollar business strategies? Visit liveoutloud.com/podcast for past episodes, show notes, and resources. For some special wealth-building gifts only for Loral's podcast listeners, visit liveoutloud.com/podcast gifts. Do you have a burning question for Loral? Visit askloral.com to submit your question, and it may just be covered on a podcast episode. So stay tuned and be sure to subscribe to get new episodes every week.